Okay. 6th of August 2022. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool. Together as a collective, and without you this doesn't work. So they're giving me a song that goes perfectly with today's card. However, I know exactly which song it is, I've just never heard this version before. And they're giving me the name, the word Nazareth. I know Jesus come from Nazareth, but I don't know if there was a band called Nazareth. I don't know. I will have to have a look. But that has some biblical connotation that I'm going to have to dig into as well. So it's called Love Hurts. And apparently, me of all people, I'm not the person to ask, I'm going to have to give you some sort of lecture about love. Yes, love hurts. I think this is about like the first love, how it hurts and how it colours your judgment on other relationships. So at some point here, you've got to ask yourself, are you reacting to the actual person that you're with or past experience, maybe? And same goes for love in families, because are you reacting to them because of something in you that triggers? So we'll see where that leads us, shall we? So the card is the Lovers, the choice. It was always the choice before it was the Lovers. So let's see what they're trying to tell us today, shall we? Did you watch the yoga video? What did you think of it? I thought it was quite interesting. Shall be doing one of them again, possibly today. So watch out for that. It's my new favourite tool. Quite like it. So again, they're banging on about siblings and communications and twins. But above all, it's about Mercury and communications, Gemini energy, choices and relationships. Is that the Lovers? It says. In the first pile, so it's very important. Now I've lost count, Spirit. Okay. So it's massively important because it's in the first pile. Oh dear. So somebody been arguing, somebody feeling rejected. That's sad. It is sad. It's in the first pile, so it's massively important, like I said. Can't ignore this one. So, teamwork. It's all about teamwork. And again, they're talking about businesses. If you begin a business now, it will make a massive profit. That's why all the rich people are hoping to cash in on our misery, because they're going to buy up all the small businesses. People will want an alternative to go to than the big corporations. So Spirit is saying that's find the right teamwork, it will profit within 3 years. But there has to be equal reciprocity. So you have to work as a team. It will double within 6 years. So this is about cash and finances. It seems totally opposite to the song, doesn't it? So maybe somebody's chucking themselves into work because they've been rejected, because they feel that there is no love reciprocated. And they're wallowing in it. They're crying over spilt milk, over disappointments, past disappointments. And they're stuck there in chucking themselves into work probably because they can't face the future. If they turned around, they would see that rose and the 2 cups that are full. So it's time to build a bridge and get over it. You played your part in the disappointment, but you're not to blame. 5 months is mentioned. Possibly this has something to do with it. The 30th. I know there is something going on around the 30th. So, and Elaine, thank you for what you informed me of. Elaine reminded me of Halloween last year when Spirit banged on about Halloween. So, there is some issue here to do with women. Women's medical issues, women's tempers. It's arguments with a woman. Mother energy. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Nothing can grow in barren lands. That's why they say, build a bridge, get over it, start something new. Be it in work, relationships, whatever. The 3rd or the 30th is massively important in a negative way. This is a Taurus card for some. I don't say that, but I have to mention it. It is connected to the military, Remembrance Day, and so November the 11th, May the 31st. But can you see, on the front we have the poppies. That is for Remembrance Day. On the back we've got the roses. So again, the roses. So the name rose, or a rose that you put in the coffin, a rose tree that you've planted for a loved one, could be important. But this is a negative energy that you're stuck in, and it will not grow. Financial success, maybe. Yeah, the finances are there, but you've made the wrong choice as far as siblings, relationships, anything to do. You've maybe chosen work over love. Either way, there is some sort of issue here with communications. Making the wrong choice. Maybe not to talk, or to talk to somebody that isn't giving anything back. This matter has to be settled. So we've got the 6 and the 24, which is today's card, which is neutral, so we ignore those numbers unless it comes out again. But the 20th is negative. So now we've got the 20th, which Elaine reminded me that the 20th of this month, there's a lot going on, and it's connected to Gemini, which is communication, Gemini. And it's becoming a heavy burden. And it's probably not even your burden to carry. So 10 days, which would take us up to the 16th. So let's see what else they can tell us. So lack of communication or negative communication, possibly coming through siblings or about siblings. Leo cusp a female there, very financially orientated. Something coming back around to be settled once and for all. 3 to 6 years is mentioned. And there it is again. It's because where you are, there is no growth. There's no give and take. There's no reciprocity. It's all one-sided. Those born 1993, plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved. The year of the rooster. Yep, something from the past, from memories of the past, wanting it to be like the past. Possibly issues to do with children and your childhood, or someone returning from your past. Where there's equal give and take. But we've cut something in half here. Emotionally living as half of something. There is no, I keep getting, there's only one side to this. So whether it's your love for work or your love for a person, there's only one side to it. That you're not getting anything back. it could be siblings. Maybe you keep giving this sibling a chance, and they keep showing you that they're not giving the reciprocity. Now we have Father Sky, Mother Earth, government officials, bosses, father figures. The most important male in your life. He is successful. He is knows his own worth, pride in himself, self-esteem. She, on the other hand, is lacking something. So, mother and father issues. Perhaps mother's not with us anymore. There is something lacking here within an issue to do with parents and children. Yeah, third party, maybe somebody coming in between them, or heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. Somebody passed maybe, but I don't get a passing yet. Mothers have long memories, so holding grudges, the elephant there. Or minor surgery, something that needs settling there, heart issues. You're defending this wrong decision. I've seen that a lot lately. People refusing to admit they was wrong, really, and it's causing a stink. Oh, and there we have lovers left the building. No commitment here. So either to work or people, whatever it is, there's no commitment. Somebody wants to be free. So, beginning a new journey, but you can't start that new journey. You can't just walk away and pretend the past never existed. You've got to settle that first. And that's the problem. Someone wants to be free, but they do not want to go through the process of having to end this other long-standing situation. Freedom can be yours, but you've got to settle that first. And around the 20th, I think, 22nd, you can be free, but if not, if you don't settle that situation. That's my Dick Whittington card. They don't care if they feel the fool. They're going to trust the universe and they're going to go for it. This new beginning where there is equal reciprocity and there is a better life. So loyalty, I think, has kept people stuck. But that loyalty can only go so far. When you're constantly giving and getting nothing back, there is a point where you want to escape, where you want to run. But first, Spirit is saying, it will follow you if you don't settle it now. Okay? And there she is again. The minor arcana of this lady, she's all about the finances. So probably you're going to have to sort the finances out before you can be free. Simple as that. 22 is positive. A new journey, a new beginning, a fresh start. So what if you feel the fool? You're going to do it anyway. Oh, now Dad's seen his ass. So there's definitely a Father Sky, Mother Earth thing going on. Those government officials, those bosses aren't going to be happy when you decide to start your own business, because you're the one that's keeping their business afloat. You're the one that's making money for them. So they're going to be pissed off, aren't they? And finally, because of, if it's a relationship, because of Mum's attitude, Dad's not going to be very happy either. So there's nothing can grow in barren lands, like I say. If it's bosses and government officials, they're going to get cheesed off because the tide is turning. People are seeing things for what they are. It could be, but I haven't got the passing. I've got the heartache, sorrow and loss. So probably if a mum and dad's divorced, the situation has deteriorated massively. And and something has to be done about it. 4 or 31, massively important. Negative energy. Aries was in Jupiter. I don't know if it's still there. I will put the chart on the Facebook page. So we know. So remember, that's Aries. We've got Taurus, we've got Gemini. Yeah. So there is the love though. This is beautiful, this situation, whatever it is. There's equal reciprocity, there's equal love, there's equal give and take. But it's a new thing, it's a new beginning. Maybe for the children, there is love there. And you can work on that. If there's a mutual love for the kids, you can work on that as co-parenting, surely. Yeah, there's just no commitment as yet. There's something with a promise to it. So no longer sitting on the fence, because you know that you can't. See, we've taken those 3 cups away. There's 5 cups there. 3 of them are on the floor, drained, disappointed, dwelling on it. And you've decided to get off that fence. You're not going to dwell on that anymore. What's done is done. Time to draw a line in the sand and begin anew. Then that is when the change will happen. A positive change. Take a risk. It will pay off, but be cautious. Don't go too far with your risk taking. Number 10, positive energy. The wheel is turning in your favour. And again, a promise. There's a promise. There's two children here, or childlike energy. There's the handsome stranger coming into your life. There's the reunion of childhood friends or people. There's the promise of love. There's the promise of action, but there's no commitment. Nothing. Don't think nothing's appeared yet. Yeah. So you're moving on. You know you've made the wrong choices in your life, and you're going to have to defend yourself for wanting to move on. Moving on from stormy waters to calmer ones in 6 weeks. Yeah, a transformation is taking place. How beautiful is that? So we've got Scorpio energy now, the 13. Positive energy. When this ends, when you bring this to full closure, then you can have your new beginning. And it's shedding the skin, severing ties of what no longer serves you. Because this, whatever it is toxic. Capricorn energy, the 15 is negative. Geriatric issues, knees, bones, teeth, etc. Especially teeth, because that's a dental matter. Something needs to be settled once and for all. Break the shackles or the contracts that you have promised yourself to. Maybe you promised yourself a long time ago when you was really young. And it's a bit like Meatloaf's song, Paradise by the Dashboard Light. You made a lot of promises, but you didn't know what those promises meant when you did. Don't sign any contracts, whatever you do. This is an addiction to a way of life. It's all you've ever known, maybe. And so you're addicted to it. It could be gambling, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be online shopping, whatever it is you're using to fill that void because the love isn't there. It's time to bring balance back to your life. Sagittarius energy, negative. Dragon energy, negative, 1988, plus or minus 12, February to February. Snake energy, 1965, plus or minus 12, February to February. The number 14 is negative. So we've got 13, 14, 15. And 13 is when the transformation takes place. So that causes the uproar, the 14th and 15th. And by the 20th, you're going to have to make a settlement of some kind. But don't make the wrong decision on the 24th. Not that it matters, because that's a mute card. It's today's card. And then something takes place around the 30th, 31st, or the 3rd or the 4th of September. So, let's see, shall we? So you could take it as a love story, but we don't all want to know about love. And the money is a massive thing, a financial thing. So, oh my word, see, there he is, Aries. We've got him twice. It's about government officials, bosses, father figures, war, anger. Somebody's pushed to the limit. And woe betide anybody that starts backing Aries into a corner. And it's the 13, which is transformations. Oh my word. So after the yesterday, I'm pretty sure I know what it means. I'm pretty sure you know what it means, but we're not going to talk about that when we don't want to get chucked off YouTube, do we? So I guess I'm just a natural warrior. Aries says it's okay to push now. Just do not push too far. You're a dynamic trailblazer. There we are, the trailblazer. Let's go. I'm ready for this. A natural instinct of an Aries. Let's go. I'm off. Highly creative. They don't pretend to be anything other than what they are, but they have been for some reason. We've seen it a few times, haven't we, where they haven't had self-esteem. It's the first sign of the zodiac, and it's the primal human who must protect and defend. There you go, protect and defend. Competition is what Aries is all about. Give them somebody to compete with and they can take it on, which is why I said don't be frightened to take on that new business. Things will move very fast. There's no time to take it step by step. It'll be all a mad jump. It may be a testing time. You work best in a situation when you make your own decisions rather than acting on underlings. You may even find a supporting cast to help you finish your work. So the team, be responsible and disciplined in all of your actions. You'll want to get started and forge ahead. Do not buckle under the drama or trivialities of other people. This card marks a period where you are forceful and headstrong and can now forge a direction or path that you have the vision and energy to do at this time. In love affairs, you will want to take the lead. You may attract a spontaneous and enthusiastic lover. Here we go. There and there. Be ready for new plateaus. There may be the opportunity for more than one lover. Yes. Ménage à trois. Be ready to reach new plateaus. Be advised to think beyond aggression, especially in emotional dramas. In relationships, you or your partner will expect total freedom, breaking the shackles. However, avoid being quick-tempered because when this card turns up, there's a need for caution. Be steady and measured rather than hot-blooded or impulsive. This marks a time where you need to be sensitive to the concerns of others, and you will want to move fast and strong without thinking it through. So action possibly today. You may find yourself running into walls and you will not want to compromise right now. But you may have to do some compromising. Equal give and take. Sometimes it's best to let bygones be bygones and just move on. Any fighting or conflict was not going to serve you at this time. You have to wait till tempers have cooled. In fact, it may poison the waters and make matters worse later on, especially if you're leaving a relationship. Don't go start talking about finances and stuff like that as soon as you decide to leave, because you've got to wait for things to cool down. Care must be taken not to be foolish or rash, however. It is time to work for a cause and get things started, one step at a time. Just make sure you finish what you started. Your wand. You are using your wand to cast a spell, to create a new beginning for yourself. Competition, zest, lust, speed, feeling stirred, being a leader, weapons and sport. So Aries energy. Choose your weapons. And there's the standing stones, the gateway to your new future. The ancestors are showing you. So, there it is. A new beginning, number 34. And we keep getting the same cards, don't we? I'd like to see some of the other spirit, but if they're not applicable, then not we can do about it, is there? So, we know that the beginning of it. On drawing this card, you are beckoned to contact the elders or ancestors. Guidance from those that hold the knowledge you have not yet come to understand. They may be living or past. They may be your direct lineage or from a group of collective. It means a time for seeking knowledge to help you with making a decision or working on an issue that really has you chasing your tail. Yeah, you don't want to make this decision. There's no two ways about that. When we find ourselves on a merry-go-round that we can't seem to find a way off, it usually requires a different perspective or outside guidance. Find a place in nature where you will not be disturbed. Place your hand on the ground and hold a stone in your hand. Ask for the wisdom of the ancestors to help you work through what needs to be addressed. Ask for their guidance or help with looking at something from a different angle or to help you grow in some way. Remember that one day you too will be an elder as you draw to your life lessons that make you wise. So, think, if your child was in the same situation, what would you say to them? And then give yourself the same love that you would give them. You can also travel to sacred standing stone sites around the world, either physically or spiritually. Meditation or journeying, where you take your spirit or consciousness to the site, can yield incredible results. You are not limited by your physical body. You can travel to these places at any time and bathe in their healing energies and talk to the spirits that reside there. So your happy place, go to your happy place and see what your decision will be. Be kind, even when severing ties or settling a situation. Don't become somebody you don't want to be to do so. Don't get yourself so angry that you feel you need to get angry to sever these ties. It's better to do it with kindness because, like they said, at some point you've got to deal with these people later on. Take respite by a pond and be kind to yourself and others. Because you're growing. There's no growth where you are. It's barren land. The tallest oak trees once started as a seedling. Don't be afraid to start something new. There we go, where we started. This took us full circle. That new beginning that they want us to take. Stop being addicted to the drama. So, oh, there it is. So, Aquarius, it's facing the chaos head on, finding your tribe, getting out there, not dimming your light for anyone. Mars, which is Aries energy, is doing what you need to do to propel you forwards. And the 6th house, which is what, Virgo, is it? Yeah, Virgo. So, it's the Buddha card, 9 or 27. It's walking away from everything you've ever known or believed to be true. It's the intestines, the abdomen, hospitals, vocational workplace. So maybe you work in a hospital or health facility. The colour dark brown. Health services, work, altruism, teamwork, co-workers, pets, efficiency, vocation and daily routine. And some of you, it may be getting over an illness, like I said, healing, and then you have to settle this situation. Mars in Aquarius. Interesting. Erratically assertive, strong-willed, idealistic, radical and unpredictable, with a specific bent. Mars in Aquarius channels passion into ideals and is attracted to mavericks. So yeah, you black sheep of the family, mavericks, whatever you want to call it. Some of us are different. Some of us are just built different. We have to have our freedom. And if somebody starts laying the law down saying we can't do something, and it's an unreasonable demand, then we will split. Simple as that. So freedom is needed at all costs. We are growing as a collective, and where we are now, it's not going anywhere. Do you know what? Because it's such a beautiful read, I am going to pull a goddess card. Nazareth. Did Jesus go to Nazareth to be resurrected? I don't know. Not really. I have read the Bible just so that I could be able to argue about it. But yeah. I don't know if that's where he returned to be crucified, but he definitely was born there, wasn't he? Jesus of Nazareth. So a new beginning, a fresh start, a rebirth, second chances. Oh, and there she is, Lilith, which fits in perfectly with today's card, doesn't it? Because that's Adam, Eve and Lilith. A choice to be made. What are we going to do? Ex-wife syndrome. Lilith. So the name Lily, the name Rose could be important. We know Lilith isn't exactly a goddess, don't we? But so, although technically not a goddess, Lilith is an important female archetypal figure. She was Adam's first wife, but refused to accept the inferior place in missionary position, sex with him, and flew off to the Red Sea to liberate herself and engage in very active sex life. So somebody here may be playing away, probably the female. Sex, freedom from domination, independence of mind and body, closeness to nature. Thank you, full circle spirit. Moving on. There we are, moving on. Moving on from anything or anyone that's trying to shackle you, to trying to control you. It's the dark part of the moon cycle. We are in the morning moon now, aren't we? We're coming up to the full moon. Lilith in your card spread means contact with your sexuality and sensuality, even at the cost of the complete upheaval of your life. What did I say? Love affairs or unexpected meetings happen that completely take you by surprise. A longing to live a simpler life may make you take the initiative to leave complicated situations and just move on. You may find that you're breaking your own rules, definitely, if not other people's, to do this. But you have to do it to follow your heart. Until you do, you'll never be happy. You may wish to reconnect with nature, particularly the desert, or the nearest thing is the beach. You determine for yourself your own path through life. Drawing this card also warns you to be alert to danger while travelling and to take any measures necessary to ensure your safety. And that is going back to the read the other day I did by mistake, isn't it? Don't text. Don't answer your phone while you're driving. I don't care who it is. Stop, pull over, and then answer. But do not text or be rooting about for a tape. Show me age. CD, whatever it is. Do your makeup, whatever it is, while you're driving. because there is a danger here when travelling. So, thanks for listening. That was very interesting. Speak soon. Bye.